too. This is very crucial decision at times. The parents ask, do we keep the child in a normal school until he keeps passing, or do we shift the child to a special school? So are there any criteria which you can tell in a brief, which people can take home? Normal school or a special school for special children?
A child, if the child has more disability or difficulties, then normal school will cause more problems for him. And if the child has less disability, then if put him in a special school, being with all those with more difficulties will be a problem for him. So you have to see where his comfort level will be so that it will be better for him, because finally we want to help him. If being in a normal school will not make him very uncomfortable to cope with them, he should not be there. And putting him in special school will deteriorate him further, then he should not be there.
So is it possible to take this decision on basis of any evaluation testing, or it's more of a global assessment? Yes?
Evaluation of the child when he comes to any special school or to the doctor in all the 5 areas of development, that is socialization, language, mobility, cognitive development, and of course communication. If the child has severity in all the level, then as you said, the child has to remain to the special school to the time when he is settled down in certain respect that he can go to the mainstream school. That is called inclusion in all. But as he said, that also is right, that if the child is very severe, then he should never be sent to the mainstream school just because it is his right and all that kind of talk is going on. It is there that every child has right to education, and so he has to go to a mainstream school. This does not really work in all the child. We also have a system which is in our Spandan school, that the child is spent certain hours of his day in the mainstream school, and then he comes to our Spandan for all his therapeutic or his special needs. And then we have also seen the time has come when it has merged and the child is really ready to go to the mainstream school completely. So we have to see as to ability of the child as to how much he can cope, because especially for a child if he is a cerebral palsy child, he has to have very, very specific arrangement. All the supportive devices he has to have, a special chair, a special writer, a communicator, all these kind of things he needs, which the school may not be able to facilitate. And that's why he cannot go. But still, a cerebral palsy child can very easily go to a mainstream child. But a mental retardation child or child with autism, ADHD, that we have to see the degree and extent of his disability, then only one can decide whether he can go or not. But definitely it is the best that he gets best from both the schools. Then the development takes place better and it works out much better.